This is great. It's a great day off. No, dude!
Sup, little beach?
Man, life's a beach and you're here, dude!
Welcome back to Mickey's Corner, and today we have the Grand Power Stribog SP9A1. This has got to be the best pistol caliber carbine on the market today for the money. Now this comes with threaded barrel, 8 inches, 5-pound trigger, total length of 16 3/4 inches, and it is 2 1/4 inches wide. And that whole package weighs less than 5 pounds. So whether you're defensive minded or a man on the go, the SP9 will fit your needs. It's compact, it's lightweight, and it's easy to maneuver in tight quarters. By the way, hit it about 3 times.
Single-handed.
Yeah, like, okay, sometimes battle rifles just won't work. They're not compact, they're massive things, and you want to be mobile and on the go. So how do you solve that problem and still have the firepower that you need to stop any threats? Sometimes when you're on the move, you need lightweight, compact, rapid deployment. And with the Stribog, you get all those things. And with a 9mm package, you have very little recoil and it's easy to control. So let's take a look inside and see how this thing works. Well, let's take a closer look inside the SP9A1. Now, the original version of this carbine had a reciprocating bolt that has since been remedied. This is a non-reciprocating bolt. With a reciprocating bolt, every time you pull the trigger, your cocking mechanism will ride back and ride back forward. Every time the bullet is fired, the bolt goes forward, it grabs the bullet out of the magazine, and it puts that bullet into the barrel, into the chamber. This charging handle here will ride back and forth every time you pull the trigger. Well, it's just a moving part external to the firearm, and it was kind of an issue, right? So they remedied that. This is a non-reciprocating bolt. Now, the safety and the magazine release are ambidextrous. That's a great feature for a lot of people, and this puts that on par with some of the competition, the H&Ks, the B&Ts, the FNHs. It comes with built-in iron sights that flip up, easy, full top rail. It's easy to mount any kind of optics. And the safety is reminiscent of your AR platforms. The trigger, if you'd like to hear the trigger, okay? The trigger is nice and crisp. There's not hardly any creep. They did a real fine job with the trigger on this one. Also, the takedown pins on this for taking it apart, cleaning it, disassembly are pretty straightforward, very similar to the AR platform as well. You have a pin right here in the back, you pull it out. Now you have access to your trigger group and your magazine release, and your bolt and everything is exposed. Now, if you want to take your bolt out with this model, okay, so this comes as a pistol. So this brace in the back is normally not here, right? You can they made it very convenient to add a pistol brace. So if you need to take your bolt out or anything like that, it's a simple process. Pull your pin, open her up, your pistol brace, which rides back here, slides out, that slides out of the bottom, and then you can remove all your bolt, everything you need for proper cleaning, nice sight line down the barrel. It's not hard at all. This model also comes with a threaded barrel. And I'm gonna tell you right now, 9mm suppressed is fantastic. Threaded barrel, it's 1/2 inch by 28, so it's a very standard thread. You're not gonna have to really worry about trying to find some off-brand, unusual thread type muzzle device or anything like that. This should work fine with any of your standard Surefire, SOCOMs, dead air suppression, anything that you have. As long as you have the proper muzzle device, like your 3-point, however you want to do it, this is ready to go. When I originally purchased this, it came with 3 magazines, 30 rounds. So the magazines for this are actually pretty inexpensive. When you start comparing it to other competition, honestly, for the price, you just can't beat this. The B&T makes a beautiful pistol carbine, but the magazines are exceptionally expensive. You can buy these right now for $29.99. I've seen them as low as $24.99 for a 30-round magazine. There's enough of them out there. Being that it's from Slovakia, it is a Grand Power Stribog. It's a little bit new on the market, but so far I haven't had too many troubles finding accessories or anything I need. It's a standard rail, so I just put my EO Tech on there. It fits on there just fine. The pistol brace on the back, it was super easy to order. It was in stock. Now, if you're thinking about making a purchase on the Stribog SP9A1, I gotta let you know right now, these things fly off the shelves. If you see one at a reasonable price that you're comfortable with, man, you better pull that trigger and get it, because they wipe these things right off the market in days. I was just in the right place at the right time. When I purchased this approximately 6 months ago, this was the first version that came out with a non-reciprocating bolt. So as soon as it hit the market, I got it. And it was sold out in a matter of days. So just as a forewarning, if you really want to get into one of these, you better act fast while you can when they're available, as long as they're at a reasonable price. I paid $6.99 for mine. And that was in the pistol configuration without the brace. The brace itself was, I think, $129. And that's a little pricey, I know, but the whole package, $850. All right, so let's look at why I think, personally, after 6 months, I feel that the Stribog is the best you can buy for the money as far as a pistol caliber carbine is concerned. Now look at some of the facts of the competition in that range. First, we have low-end Keltec. Okay, so the Keltec Sub 2000, the advantages and disadvantages. The Keltec is foldable, it's extremely compact, and very lightweight. Is it operator tier? Not necessarily. It's gonna be great for a target, having fun. You can even use it as like a truck gun, something you can throw on the back seat. It's polymer and plastic, so it'll hold up. The retail price for a Sub 2000 is about $485. So the next on the list is the CZ Scorpion. Now that has a cult following, and you have to admit the CZ Scorpion does look cool, but from what I understand and what I've seen, the CZ requires a lot of upgrades in order to make it competitive with the higher end carbines. I know a lot of people like CZs, and I'm sure I'm gonna hear about this in the comment section. I'm not knocking the CZ, I'm just saying that in order to make it competitive with the higher end market, you're gonna have to upgrade. So the CZ Scorpion comes out of the box at $884 retail price. So by the time you add upgrades, work on your trigger and everything else, you could come in around $1,200 approximate, depending on what you do, just so you know. The next on the list is the Uzi by IMI. That is a battle-proven, tried and true platform. This is military grade, combat proven by IMI. The Uzi pistol is extremely compact. It is very small, maneuverable, and also has an extremely short barrel. It does have its purpose. For an exceptionally small package, the IMI Uzi is a fantastic device. Extremely small, but if you have to reach out even beyond 25, 30 yards, you have to start questioning the length of the barrel and our accuracy. The sight picture, because it's so small, you know, they're very close together. At longer ranges, you're gonna have a hard time being accurate. It comes in at $1,300 MSRP. So is it your best choice? For, if you're going strictly for size, the Uzi is your best choice. The next on our list is a very unique pistol carbine. It is the Kriss Vector. Very unique. Now the Kriss Vector is probably the heaviest one on our list. So if weight is a concern, you have to understand, because of the way the Kriss Vector works, the bolt, when the bolt reciprocates back and forth, it has an additional mechanism that directs the force of the recoil downward. It's a very unique design, which also means it's very stable. But for the price point, start getting into a territory where, as far as price point is concerned, if this is something you're buying to take to the range to have fun on the weekends, you know, consider the price, right? So the MSRP on the Kriss Vector is $13,500. So $1,350, and you're ready to go. It's a very reliable platform. I can't say anything bad about it. You're starting to climb in price, and you have to consider what your uses are gonna be. The next on our list would be the CMMG Banshee 300. Now this is a very reliable firearm, and it is also what is considered an AR platform. What does that mean? And for the price, you have to know. When you get into AR-9s or converted AR-15s into 9mm, the original design of that firearm was to fire a much higher pressured cartridge. So 9mm is a low pistol caliber cartridge, and the AR-15 was designed for a 5.56 223. Much higher velocity, much higher pressures. So the ARs have been known to have bolt hold open issues, where when you fire the last round, the bolt flies back and it won't travel far enough back to grab the bolt hold open mechanism. So the bolt may close on you, and some AR-9s intentionally leave that bolt hold open. They delete it from the gun. So if that's a feature you're looking for, the Stribog does have a bolt hold open, because it is a delayed blowback design, right? So the AR-9s are still running on a traditional gas operated system, where the gas has to go down a port through a tube, and the pressure of the gas itself is what it pushes the bolt back. If you don't have the correct configuration, the correct buffer spring or buffer weight or a lightweight bolt, you may find that you will have issues with the bolt hold open design. It's just one of the flaws of the AR platform when it comes to pistol calibers. That's why I kind of chose to go in the direction of a dedicated platform. As much as I love the ARs, it's just something you really need to consider. The CMMG Banshee 300 has a retail price of $1,550. So we're really starting to get up in price. So let's take a look at the high ends, okay? Now these are the true operator tier. We're talking H&K, MP9s, the P90 in its combat configuration, you know, with a shortened barrel, an actual personal defense weapon, right? Which actually is not really a pistol caliber carbine, fires the 5.7, so it's actually considered like an intermediate cartridge, even though they make a 5.7 millimeter pistol now, but I digress, right? Let's look at last on our list, the B&T APC 9K. This has a retail price of $2,700, okay? Now it is a superb firearm. It is designed explicitly to be in combat as a pistol caliber carbine platform, right? This thing is a machine, but for $2,700, if you find yourself in a position where you're not gonna use this as a job, if you're not on the police or some type of special forces or any type of active duty that needs a pistol caliber carbine for room clearing or anything else, for the price range you're talking about, it's hard for most common people to step into that platform at that price range. Now, I had mentioned before that the reason why I believe that the Stribog is the best pistol caliber carbine on the market today is because at the price point, you're getting a firearm that is extremely competitive to the higher end market. The B&Ts, the H&Ks, the FNHs. You're out the door, ready to go for about $850, and you will find that it's extremely reliable and will function for years. There are some great videos online about the functionality, you know, just punishment and reliability testing that will show you just what the Stribog is capable of. So I just want to give my 2 cents on all of this and kind of hope that if anybody's in the market for a pistol caliber carbine, something that is portable, easy to use, I can't recommend it enough. I really appreciate everybody listening to my rant about the pistol caliber carbines, and I appreciate you coming by. And other than that, make sure you guys have a sweet day. Be safe out there, practice and train and be prepared, and you will come ahead on top. Thanks for coming by and have a sweet day. Let me see if I can one-hand this. Might help if I rack it. Haha. Okay. Stribog in action right here. Hey guys, don't forget, check out the videos over there, and like and subscribe. Don't forget the notifications, and let me help this channel grow. I appreciate everybody that came by.